let's meet your Chicago Bulls. At small forward, at 6 foot 9 inches, number 34, Mike Dunleavy. At guard, 6'7" from Marquette, number 21, Jimmy Butler. Forward position at 7 foot 0 inches, number 16, Adossama. The man in the middle from Florida, number 13, Joakim Noah. And in guard, 6'3" from Memphis, number 1, Derrick Rose. The head coach for your home team is Tom Thibodeau.
You'll see Cleveland and the Chicago Bulls. And get ready for another dose of NBA basketball here with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. I'm Kevin Harlan. And the Bulls start out with the ball. We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the center.
Well, what was supposed to be the triumphant return for Derrick Rose a year ago quickly turned into another nightmare season. Finally returning from that torn ACL in the 2012 playoffs, he managed only 10 games before tearing the meniscus in his other knee. Just devastating. We obviously hope that Rose can come back and put in a full season.
On defense, the Cavaliers. It's a three-point game. Butler passes it to Noah. Kicks it to Rose. Pass to Dunleavy. Off target with his 3. And here are the Cavaliers. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Kev, I caught up with Coach David Black. He communicated to his players that when taking on Chicago, they have to be as physical as possible to match the intensity the Bulls bring. He said they have no problem banging bodies inside, and we shouldn't be afraid to respond. We can't be intimidated by them, and I want us to go right at them. Sounds like we'll have a physical game on our hands, guys.
Thanks, Doris.
He can become a weapon for them if he gets going early from long range.
Irving kicks to Waiters. Stolen by Noah. Outside Butler. The pass to Rose. Butler dishes to Dunleavy. Pass to Noah. Now the feed to Dunleavy. Just 5 to shoot. This one for 3. And there's Derrick Rose on the assist by Butler. Rose has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Irving. Pass to Waiters. Love with the screen on Butler. Waiters with the ball. Gasol covering. Launches it. And another miss by Cleveland.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
No, that's for sure, because this guy's too good of a shooter to miss that look consistently.
Now here's Butler. Back to Rose. The shot is off, so Cleveland will take it the other way. Irving with the ball. The dish to James. Now Verjao inside. Back to LeBron. Lets it go with a 3. It's rebounded by Noah. The Bulls leading by 3. Gasol, a screen on Irving. Noah against LeBron. And Butler, here we go. Inside to Gasol. And that is good. Gasol's got his first 2 points.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Waiters passes to Love. Good. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Rose against Irving. Back to Rose. Butler kicks to Rose. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Irving. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Butler. Chicago's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Noah with a screen for Rose. He dishes it to Butler. Gasol kicks to Dunleavy. He feeds it to Rose. From the line, Gasol trying to free himself up.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. You know that if you're a team in the East or anywhere in the NBA for that matter, when you face the Bulls, it's going to be a battle wire to wire. These guys are coming at you for the full 48 minutes. They're extremely tough within the conference, too.
Well, the Bulls just seem built to play against every other team in the East, and it's why they've made the playoffs so often and finished on top in recent years.
That one drops. He ties it up. And to add on with Chicago. Last year they won 35 games against the East, which was bested only by the Indiana Pacers.
Well, that's more than Miami and other teams that finished above them in the standings. The Bulls are always a factor in the East, it seems.
Now here's Rose. On target from 13 feet. Rose has got 5.
It was almost like he was surprised to be that wide open, yet he knocked it down.
Irving dishes to Waiters. He kicks to Love. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
8 seconds of the shot clock. 8.
Off the inbound. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Varejao.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a nice look.
Poor job by the defender to not fight over or around that screen.
Out to the right wing. Gasol passes to Rose. Into Noah. Rose gets to Gasol. 4 on the clock. Rose attacking. Good.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. Layups can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes. Derrick Rose has always had an effective floater. It's a must-have shot for any point guard. He said he developed it on the playgrounds of Southside Chicago. You didn't call fouls, so you just had to find a way to get your shot off before the contact.
And Rose working to develop his floater with, Steve, his left hand as well.
Well, you don't see many players who can make a floater with either hand. I mean, something like that with his quickness, that would be impossible to defend. And the defense did just enough to throw him off that shot.
Outside Butler. Dishes it to Gasol. Butler kicks to Rose. Feeds it to Gasol. 6 to shoot. Noah trying to get open. Varejao grabs the board.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
Irving attacking. Kicks to Waiters. Back to Irving. Varejao with a screen on Butler. On its way from Irving for 2. Another shot. Varejao dishes to Waiters. Butler against Irving. Pass to Love. Second shot opportunity. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Love's got the game tied up here for Cleveland.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago. For Chicago, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Gasol passes to Butler. Gasol kicks to Butler. Bulls moving the ball around. Dunleavy dishes to Butler. 11 feet away, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Butler's got 5.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Love, no luck.
Rebounding is going to be the focal point for them in this one, fellas. I can feel it.
Yeah, it's a physical game, and so far the numbers show that they've got the edge on the glass.
Here's Dunleavy, looking for his first basket still in this one. Gasol. Almost, but it rolls out.
What was the defense doing there? I mean, he is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
A nice shot by Irving. The Bulls have gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside Butler. Right side Rose. Rejected by Irving. Now here's Waiters. Wallace with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. Shot left block, misses off the right iron.
And this is why you need size inside, the ability to contest shots and force misses.
Steve, that's exactly right. Even when you get in close, it's still a tough shot.
No high post. Dunleavy, the pass to Gasol. Fades back, and the basket good.
Beautiful feed off the bounce to his teammate there. Nicely done.
Cleveland's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Well, something of a bounce-back season for Pau Gasol in 2013-14. Steve, with better health and a return to playing in the middle more often.
Yeah, you know, he dealt with a few nagging injuries, Kevin, but scored better, rebounded better. Nice to see him, show that he's really still an elite big after struggling a couple seasons ago.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Pau Gasol. McDermott's checked in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Heinrich in for Rose. Now here is Miller. On the wing, James. Defended by Butler. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Miller penetrating. Here's Thompson. Chicago grabs the miss. And here is Butler. 5 points in the game. McDermott with the screen for Heinrich. Back to Butler. Heinrich outside. Butler against Miller. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That's on Mike Miller.
And for Powell, with an expiring contract, trade rumors swirled all season long. That's nothing new for him. He'd been hearing them for years.
And Powell last season making $20 million a year. Hard for the Lakers to trade him when they wanted cap space. In the end, he found a new home and a new start in free agency.
The first one falls.
Well, a tough shooting slump for Jimmy Butler last season. Some injuries took him out of rhythm. He was asked to play a bigger role offensively after Luol Deng was traded. Still, he's become one of the premier defensive players in the league.
He's off on the second. And Jimmy Butler, a fan favorite in Chicago, taken with the 30th pick back in 2011. And he really is a tenacious defender.
Yeah, he's a tough-minded, scrappy player. I mean, you hear about his tough upbringing. It's easy to see why he approaches the game with that fearlessness and determination that he plays with.
Here's Mirotic. Following the basket by LeBron James. Mirotic gets the bucket.
And that's why teams emphasize the use of screens and picks, just to get you some open looks like that one.
Marion, a screen on Heinrich. Dellavedova kicks to Miller. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. Miller's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. McDermott with the screen for Heinrich. Now the pass to McDermott. Gibson inside. Heinrich outside. The feed to Butler. Shot clock at 5. Good D by Miller.
What a start they've gotten off to on the glass. I mean, they've come out banging.
And when a game starts off like this, there's an intimidation factor that comes into play.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Now here's Heinrich. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Dellavedova, guarded by Heinrich. Now LeBron. He's got 6. Thompson sets the pick for LeBron. Miller right side. Miller right side. Excellent use of the screen that time. And now a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Right there, Marion, by screening as well as he did, opened up space for the shooter.
Heinrich outside. Pass to Mirotic. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Dellavedova dishes to Marion. Dellavedova, the pass to James. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Dellavedova. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
Defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Second quarter beginning in just a moment. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
They've done a nice job on the offensive boards here, guys, and I think that was the difference in that first quarter, really pounding the offensive glass.
Well, they set the tone early with their mindset, their tenacity, and their hustle. I mean, that's the way they've come out, and it's served them well.
They've got Tony Snell. Mirotic is out there with Taj Gibson. Then there's Heinrich, and it's McDermott in at the 3. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
Now, he's one of the best in the league when it comes to executing that lead pass.
Dellavedova kicks to James. Chicago grabs the miss. Everything appeared to be lined up for Cleveland to get back into the playoffs last year, but that just wasn't the case. A lot of what-ifs for them last season.
And with another top pick on the roster, Kevin, and a youthful team, they were a popular pick before the season to play postseason games, but they still needed some seasoning.
Now here's Heinrich after LeBron James's miss. That's good. Heinrich's got his first points of the game. The Cavaliers leading by 4. There's the pick. Here's James. He's got 10. Dellavedova dishes to Thompson. 6 to shoot. It's Miller on the wing. Good, and the assist goes to James. Miller's got 7 points. And now for Cleveland. They still have the youth to grow, but with LeBron on board, the sky for them is the limit.
As are the expectations.
Now here's Gibson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And one more note about Cleveland. Everyone will now assume that they will make the playoffs this year, but the ultimate goal is a title, something that hasn't happened in the city of Cleveland for any major sport in a long time. Probably 64, I think, may be the last title.
Again, you're right on it. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And they're doing a fantastic job of finding the open man and getting easy looks.
You know, one other thing that's clear is how well they're burying their jump shots here in the early going.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Joakim Noah's checked in for Mirotic. Dunleavy comes in for McDermott. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Kirk Heinrich. So he picks up just one from the line that time.
Taj Gibson, in his 6th season now in the NBA, he's in the prime of his career at 29 years old. Last season, he upped his scoring rate and averaged double digits for the first time in his career.
Bulls trail by 7. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Yes, Kevin, LeBron James joining a younger team with the Cleveland Cavaliers. He said, we're not ready right now. It will be a long process. My goal is still to win as many titles as possible, but what's most important for me is bringing one trophy back to Northeast Ohio. Our city hasn't had that feeling in a long, long time. Kevin, what a worthy goal.
Cleveland's last pro championship back in 1964, Doris. Thanks.
Pretty bad defense, letting the offense get right to the rim, but a smart play to foul once he was there.
But you know what's going to happen, and they sent a message right there. Nothing easy inside.
That free throw missing. And for Gibson, becoming more efficient, more free throw attempts, and a big leap, guys, in his free throw percentage. Steve cracking 70% from the line for the first time.
It was by far his best performance offensively, Kevin. He came into his own in terms of his post play, his aggressiveness. I think he just believed in his own mind and his own heart that he was now a good offensive player. And that's the case, no question.
No luck that time either. Well, last season, Tristan Thompson made the decision to change his shooting, and Clark, he went from shooting with his left to now shooting with his right hand.
Yeah, I've not heard of anything quite like that before, but he improved his free throw shooting substantially as a result of the change, and he gets to the line fairly often, so I think that's a nice development. I love that young man's work ethic and what he brings to a team in terms of rebounding and physicality.
I think LeBron's going to like playing with him.
I agree.
Now, they're not showing too much respect for him defensively, are they?
Waiters with the ball. Marion setting the pick for Waiters. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Ring shot on the way. Buries the jump shot. Waiters got 5.
Well, Thompson is ambidextrous. You know, he throws a baseball right-handed, writes with his left. And you got to give him credit for taking a chance with a whole new method of shooting, and it's paying dividends.
Now here's Noah. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Pass to Dunleavy. Snell kicks to Dunleavy. There's the dish to Snell. Here's Noah, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
Outside Irving. Thompson sets the pick for Irving. Here's Marion. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And Thompson prone to getting the shot blocked inside despite his length and athleticism. You know, being ambidextrous, you would think that he at some point developed that ability to be a better finisher inside with either hand. We'll see.
Here's Rose. Sean Marion making his last shot. Snell, no good.
Oh, that's got to be deflating and disappointing to miss a wide open shot like that right in your wheelhouse.
Chicago grabs the miss. Noah's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Dunleavy the pass to Rose. Snell dishes to Gibson. Dunleavy for 3, and the shot is good.
Well, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
The Cavaliers leading by 3. Outside Irving. Marion setting the pick for Waiters. He dishes it to Marion. Back to Waiters. No good. Great defense that time from Noah.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
Up against Gibson. Dunleavy kicks to Gibson. Ball's knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Al Gasol is checked in for Taj Gibson. Anderson Varejau's checked in for Cleveland. Just 3 to shoot. Gasol passes to Dunleavy. No good off the back of the rim.
Great defense there. You really have to challenge him at that range.
Waiters dishes to Marion. Back to Waiters. He feeds it to Irving. On the wing, Marion. Now here's Waiters. 5 points in the game. The kick out to Irving. Knocks down the 3-ball. Irving's got 7 points for the quarter.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Well, Dion Waiters, a Philly kid, plays with a chip on his shoulder, Clark. Always a ton of confidence.
Yeah, you know, but I like his edge and his chip, but I think sometimes his emotions get the best of him. When he gets frustrated, we've seen it affect his play and his demeanor on the court. Hopefully that's just a maturation thing with him, because it could derail his potential if he doesn't get it under wraps.
Chicago with the ball, following the 3-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Snell kicks to Rose, dishes it to Snell. Irving against Rose. Nice shot from the wing. Rose has got 11.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, his offense is going to be there for him.
And here is Waiters. Love the pass to Varejao. Marion dishes to Waiters. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Dion Waiters going into last season working on playing off the ball, whether, you know, catch and shoot, Steve, or coming off screens.
Yeah, he's most comfortable with the ball in his hands, but playing alongside Kyrie Irving, he's got to be more effective without the ball, working off those screens and learning to play with Irving.
And the first one at the line is good.
And Waiters really has tried to emphasize staying on balance with his shot, taking better shots, better quality shots within the offense, and we saw the results. There was an uptick in his percentages from the field and from long range as well.
And both free throws good for Waiters.
And Waiters still a volume scorer. To improve his efficiency, he's got to get that free throw percentage back up and become more consistent finishing inside. But he's a natural scorer. He certainly has the talent.
Here's Dunleavy. To the left wing. From 10 feet out. And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Pau Gasol.
Didn't that one play out smoothly?
Varejao with a screen on Rose. And Waiters kicks to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
The Cavaliers leading by 4. It's deflected. Gasol with the steal. Oh, and the jam by Rose.
And the defense just lets him go there.
And once he hit the open floor, there was no looking back, straight to the rack.
Irving kicks to Waiters. Wide open look. That's good. Waiters got 6 points in the quarter.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
And it's Rose penetrating. Cavaliers with the rebound. Irving's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Waiters. That's good. And it's a 6-point Cavalier lead.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Now Rose. He's got 13, and the basket good. Rose has got 15 points.
You know, he started out hot, and he's only gotten hotter. He could be in for one of those games.
Pick now is the time to address it. I don't have a problem with that.
Chicago making some changes. Mirotic is checked in for Noah. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy. And it's Butler in for Tony Snell. James checked in for Cleveland. And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He said their plan was run their offense through LeBron. Coach detailed the ways to ensure he's the one in charge out there, with the ball in his hands and the rest of the players falling in line behind him. He then went on to tell them he wants to use their fast break offense to its full effect, saying, we can run these guys into the ground. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris.
And a much better quarter for them in terms of shooting the basketball.
You know, anytime your field goal percentage as a team is up in the high 50s, you're doing a lot of stuff right.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Pau Gasol over the last few seasons dealing with a number of lower body injuries. Knee tendonitis, plantar fasciitis, groin, toe. I tell you, Kobe had suggested to him to try to really slim down to lessen the pressure on his joints.
And Pau never really the burly type, but for 7-footers, getting as light as possible can really reduce the pounding on those joints.
Yeah, it does. They say every 5 pounds takes significant wear and tear off your joints. And we've certainly seen that be effective for Tim Duncan. He's leaned up considerably, and Pau able to play both power forward and center. I think the lighter weight will serve him well.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Great positioning on the putback. Verajav's got the lead up to 9 now for the Cavs.
And a nice soft touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle a touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by.
Well, easy points, 3 points for a guy with that kind of strength and agility in the paint. You got to go for every second chance opportunity.
Now here's McDermott. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The high post shot, no good. And Cleveland will come the other way.
I think the lead they've built here, guys, is in large part due to what they've done on the boards.
Absolutely. I mean, they have a +10 advantage in rebounds, and they've been in total control of the backboard.
11 seconds for the shot.
Here's Dellavedova. Clock at 6.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
They set the screen. Here's Mirotic. Good, and Heinrich gets the assist. Heinrich's got 3 assists in the game.
Shooting much better here in the second quarter.
Yeah, their offense has really come alive. Can they come back and even it up? That's the question.
The Cavs just never really built any consistency last year for long stretches, and you know, when that happens, it's hard to get wins away from home.
Cleveland, as you said, struggling on the road last year, only 14 road wins. It's not going to cut it. First one falls for him. Well, a big part of the problem for Cleveland last year was talent on the roster, so you can assume things will be different. Clark on the road for him this season.
Things are going to be different in a lot of ways as long as LeBron is leading the way. And they'll be on the same page. He'll make sure of that. So look for a lot different outcomes in Cleveland.
And both free throws good for Dellavedova. And you look at the Bulls, a bit of a different look for them, trading away Dang. They amnesty Carlos Boozer. It seems they're shuffling the deck.
No question about it. They bring in the Spanish League MVP and Nikola Mirotic. They've had some good draft choices as well, so a lot of new bodies for the Bulls.
Now here's Butler. He has 6. Oh, that's blocked.
Not sure if they're aware of the 2-for-1 opportunity they have.
Well, they need to be.
It's stolen by Heinrich. There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Butler sets a screen for Heinrich. Good-looking screen by Gasol. McDermott passes to Gasol. 5 on the clock. From down in the low post, it goes. Gasol's got 10 points.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Irving dishes to LeBron. And another miss by Cleveland. Here's Heinrich. Can't hit. And so that's the end of the first half. Cavaliers ahead, leading by 7. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Hey, Kevin, with Derrick Rose. Derrick, how does it feel to get back out there on the basketball floor here for the new season ahead?
It feels good, man, especially playing with my teammates. We have new teammates. We're just trying to come out here and just play hard and compete.
Great to have you back, Derrick. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Gotta like what Derrick Rose has done in this Here's Irving. So on the floor for Cleveland, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The two stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the 5. Irving kicks to James from 8. And that one goes long. Bulls trail by 7. Outside Rose. Gasol wide open. He fires. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
To the paint, Irving. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guys.
Now here's Butler. Baseline try. Gasol no good. James against Rose. Love the pass to LeBron. To the wing right side. 6 on the shot clock. Rose against Irving. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And now it's a 10-point Cavalier lead.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but you know the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Shots good. 14 points for Pau Gasol.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Here's LeBron after Pau Gasol's bucket. Verjao with a screen on Rose. Irving drives in. Verjao trying to free himself up. And again, Kyrie Irving. Irving's got the lead up to 10 now for Cleveland.
Well, last season viewed as a bit of a hiccup in Kyrie Irving's rise to greatness. His shooting percentages fell, but he actually improved his assist-to-turnover ratio. He's cut his turnover rate every season, as a matter of fact.
That's good. 16 points for Pau Gasol.
And they've made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Irving against Rose. Feeds it to Waiters. He kicks it to Verjao. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Verjao's got the lead back up to 10 now for Cleveland.
And for Irving, some have said he over dribbles and tries to freelance too much offensively. They'd like to see him become more pass-oriented. Some of that really a function of personnel, but I think he can and will improve as a passer.
Chicago calls timeout. You talk about areas for Irving to improve, Clark. Defense certainly part of it.
Yeah, and with LeBron back, I think every player will be held to a higher standard defensively, no question. Kyrie, a player with a lot of responsibility offensively, but to be great, you got to do it at both ends.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Back to Rose. Pass to Gasol. Shot clock at 6. And that's collected by Love. Love's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. I mean, the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. The most important points they can get, he said, are points in transition. He told them to push it, create opportunities on the fast break. Also, he was just as passionate when he told them that they needed to put everything they have into their offensive rebounding. Perhaps the rest of the second half will look different after those adjustments, Kevin.
Thank you, Doris. And here is Butler, following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. Shots good by Butler. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Irving drives in. Here's Verjao, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Verjao's got 4 this quarter. Bulls trail by 13. Rose with the ball. He's got 15. Gasol dishes to Rose. Noah with a screen for Rose. At the elbow, it's Noah. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Joakim Noah, one of the great effort players in the NBA. His energy and mobility enable him to make his impact felt all over the court.
Boy, you talk about Noah's energy and hustle. His offensive rebounding is a huge plus for their offense, and his speed in transition creates problems for the opposing big men as well.
That free throw, no good. At the defensive end, Steve, Noah is a key player.
Yeah, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Kevin. He gives you rebounds, blocks, steals, but what impresses me the most is his ability to guard on the perimeter against screen and roll. When he switches out onto point guards, he's unmatched in that category.
And the Bulls making a change here. Gibson's checked in. Good on the second free throw.
Joakim Noah, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, and for the Bulls, it really seemed like their defense and their offense revolved around Noah.
And he may be the guy to put this game even farther out of reach.
The Bulls trail by 14. Now here's Butler. 8 points for him. Gibson with the screen on Waiters. Rose attacking. Thompson with the rebound. And Joakim Noah, as you said, the Defensive Player of the Year and the assist leader for the Bulls last season, playing the center position.
Man, that's why he deserved consideration for a spot on MVP ballots. The Bulls, without Rose, they lost Deng, and yet they still continued to win. I thought Noah's play and his inspiration and his desire played a big role in that.
6 to shoot. Gibson passes to Rose. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And that is good. 11 points for Butler. Cleveland leading by 11. Here's LeBron, and that is good.
And their interior defense getting exposed once again. How many open looks at the rim are they going to allow?
And it's Rose penetrating. Dunleavy kicks to Rose. Butler on the wing. He's guarded by Waiters. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Rose. Another shot. Noah's shot is off.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. I mean, they're really pushing them around physically at this point.
Now here's James. 14 points for him. And it's Thompson with the jam. Well, now they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
Chicago calls timeout.
You know, often you can learn more about a team when they are unhealthy versus when they're at full strength. And last year, I thought the Bulls showed they are not and have never been a one-man show. It's all about everybody contributing for them.
And Chicago has possession. Down by 15. Gibson dishes to Dunleavy. Outside Butler. Three-pointer. Another three for Chicago.
These defenders had better start closing out on those shoots.
Yep, that's twice in a row now where they've done exactly the opposite and backed off.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Well, guys, Tom Thibodeau had some advice for his team in that last timeout. He told them they should be dedicating themselves to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. There was something else he mentioned, too. He wants them to utilize the pick and roll as much as possible in their coming possessions. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, he's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Rose. After Dion Waiters' miss. 4 on the shot clock. Good on that shot, and with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 10 points with the bucket from Rose. Here's James. That's good. LeBron's got 16.
Broke out the finger roll, guys. That was kind of a stylish finish.
Gibson with the screen on Irving. Rose passes to Gibson. Kicks it to Dunleavy. The pass to Rose. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Jumps up, and Waiters with the stuff.
Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving.
The assist, Kyrie Irving.
And here is Butler. 14 points for him. Outside Rose. Into Noah. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
That's decent defensive work, but it's going to take a little more than that, Kevin. They've got to raise their bar.
Well, Clark, he knew exactly how to attack him.
Yeah, he sure
one.
did. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there.
What a phenomenal dunk, though. I mean, in the end, he just made the play and took off.
And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Joakim Noah.
You know, there were a lot of people, me included, thinking that Cleveland would take a step forward and be a team that could make moves in the East and perhaps get to the playoffs, but injuries and inner turmoil really kept that team from being playoff caliber.
First free throw is good. And Cleveland ended 10th in the Eastern Conference last year. They got close, but they couldn't sneak into the playoffs.
Well, there would be a lot of shocked analysts if they didn't finish near the top of the East this season. All it takes is one good summer, and your team can jump to the top of the East.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Mirotic is checked in for Noah. McDermott comes in for Mike Dunleavy, and it's Heinrich in for Rose.
Well, the Bulls were expected to play a role in free agency this past summer with all the cap room they had. A lot of options in terms of which way they could have gone.
Now here's Butler. 14 points for him. The feed to Mirotic. Passes it to Heinrich. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Butler attacking. Here's Gibson. Miller grabs the miss. Miller's got his third rebound on the night. LeBron kicks to Murray. Can't hit from in close. With the Bulls, it was thought that Melo or maybe even Wade could be one of their targets, but Clark, they opted to go big and bring in the former Laker Pau Gasol.
And you know what? To get Gasol in there might seem like overkill with Noah already manning the middle for Chicago, but I'll tell you what, his skill set would be a nice complement to Noah and the rest of that front line.
A long front line, huh?
Big time.
Here's James after the Bulls pick up 2. On the wing, Miller. Back to LeBron. Pass to Waiters. The shot. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. 17 points for Dion Waiters. Chicago with the ball. Heinrich outside. The dish to McDermott. 6 on the shot clock. Mirotic's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 14. Feeds to Waiters. But they get it back. We've got 1:48 left here in the third quarter. No one near James as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Chicago's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Heinrich outside. Mirotic sets the screen for Butler. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Butler's got 10 points here in the second half.
Man, he has been their unquestioned leader offensively this quarter.
1:14 left in the third quarter. LeBron's shot is good.
Well, this quarter has gone awfully well for him. It seems like every chance he's gotten, he's pretty much converted.
Here's Gibson. Makes it off the glass. Gibson's got 5 points so far.
Another good pass, and their offensive execution has been impressive, to say the least.
The last 4 field goals have been assisted. Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance, but to get assists, you got to make the shots.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Well, you know, Taj Gibson was the 26th pick back in 2009 coming out of USC, and boy, what a get for the Bulls. He's a defensive-minded big man who can defend the 4 and 5 positions, and he's also got a very reliable mid-range jumper.
The Cavaliers making a switch here. Dellavedova's checked in. Here's Dellavedova. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And for Taj Gibson at 6'10", a 7'4" wingspan, that length helps make him disruptive, an excellent defender and shot blocker.
And Gibson very mobile, able to cover ground defensively.
Yeah, he's got a slender build, Kevin, but he's a worker in the weight room. Slight and light, but Coach Thibodeau says he's the team's hardest worker and he's getting stronger.
Bulls trail by 15. Heinrich outside. He dishes it to Gibson. Unloads from 13. And it's Chicago scoring again.
That's what has to happen if they're going to turn this thing around. He's got to take charge. He's got to be aggressive and really look to push here offensively.
Here's Dellavedova. 5 points in the game. Back to James. Marion setting the pick for James. Shot clock at 6. And yes, sir, that one drops. LeBron's got 10 points in the quarter.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Heinrich outside. That's a 2 from Butler. No good off the front iron. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Cavaliers lead by 15. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This was an exceptional pass, guys, and we see the result. Hits him in stride, and bam, the slam dunk.
Bulls trail by 15. Heinrich and Rose the guards. Jimmy Butler is out there with Mirotic, and it's Gasol and at the center position. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. Now here is Mirotic. Rose. Second shot opportunity, and the play by Mirotic as he finishes it off for 2. Mirotic has got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Bulls. Dellavedova dishes to Varejao. He feeds it to Irving. Back to Varejao. Gasol with the steal. Rose against Irving. Now Rose. Dishes to Heinrich. Outside Butler. 5 to shoot. Back to Heinrich. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession.
Now that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Mirotic, and Dunleavy subbed in for Kirk Heinrich. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. And it's Rose missing.
He's not exactly striking them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bagels in the second.
Bulls trail by 13. He kicks it to Dunleavy. Outside Rose. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Bulls ball as Chicago keeps possession.
6 seconds on the shot clock. 6.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. 3 on the clock. That's good. Rose has got 19 points. The Cavaliers leading by 11. Outside Irving. Varejao setting the pick for LeBron. Irving passes to LeBron. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Gasol with the steal. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
Dion Waiters checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Cleveland.
Well, they're taking high percentage shots in the paint. I like the way their offense is clicking.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
LeBron dishes to Irving. Pass to Waiters. From the arc. The shot is off. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Rose against Waiters. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. And the pass to Gasol. 6 on the shot clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. From deep, Rose, and he gets it to go. Rose has got 22 points.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Varejao passes to Irving. Kicks it to Waiters. Cleveland moving the ball around. LeBron outside to end the drought. And it's Chicago with the rebound.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
Noah with a screen on Irving. And it's Rose penetrating. And James pulls it down. LeBron's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Love. And he overshot that one, missing.
And that's a shot he had to take.
For sure, it was a good decision, just poor execution.
Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Right side Rose. Knocked away. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it, the fast break chance. Drills the baseline jumper. Irving's got 12 points here in the second half.
You know, tired legs can affect you at the defensive end, and I think that's what's happening right here.
I agree, because as much offense as we saw early, we're seeing even more of it here late.
Now here's Butler. Back to Rose. Shot clock at 5. Noah with a screen on Irving. From deep, Rose. Here's Noah. They get it back. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Chicago.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Well, you've also got to love how aggressively they've taken that ball to the basket and scored off dribble penetration. Gasol doing all sorts of things. He has 18 points and also 3 steals.
We are seeing him at his very best today. So much fun to watch.
And you know, when he's at his best, it's amazing the things he can do.
Now here's Rose after LeBron James's miss. Goes up the baseline. Good on that shot. And with that, the Cavalier lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Gasol. Toward Cleveland, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Pick by Varejao. Shot off the screen. James with the bucket. LeBron's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, it's a dangerous time to go cold here in the fourth quarter, so he's going to have to find the range.
And it's Rose penetrating. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. His three-pointers off the mark.
Hard work on the glass once again, fellas. They put a lot of effort into their rebound.
Well, you get more rebounds, you get more possessions, more shots at the hoop, and oftentimes that decides the game.
Now here's James. And Waiters kicks to Irving. Drains it from beyond the arc. Irving's got 29 in the game.
This guy knows how to get it done. He knows what he's doing out there. A nice job from the three-point line this half.
Gasol setting the pick for Rose. Noah with a screen on Irving. Rose kicks to Gasol. Back to Rose. The feed to Gasol. 5 to shoot. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. 22 points for Pau Gasol.
How huge has he been, giving his team the lift?
Without his work offensively, Steve, I don't know where they'd be. Shooting at great efficiency. I don't think they'd have a chance without it.
Now here's Waiters. Irving sets a screen for Waiters. Passes to Love. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the hit.
That's how you do it, the bump and the bucket.
Kevin Love, an incredible rebounder. And it seems Stevie's brought that same desire and tenacity to his overall development as a player.
Yeah, his commitment to his conditioning has been big. His development with his three-point shooting, constantly working on his game, and he's become one of the big stars in this league by putting in the time and effort.
Now here's Rose. The kick outside to Butler. 6 to shoot. Left side, Butler. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Butler's got 12 points here in the second half. Irving against Rose. Irving kicks to James. Varejao setting the pick for James. And Love has it in the corner. And Varejao, the bucket on the assist by Love. 8 points for Anderson Varejao.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Here is Rose. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Rose. Now Dunleavy. Pass to Butler. Right side, Butler, Gasol. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
This is the kind of one-man performance that can win games for a team.
Yeah, he's unflappable, Steve. He doesn't seem rattled at all by the score, and he's now 4 for 4 in the quarter.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, guys, I think he feels like he can make a few improvements during this timeout. Just kind of make a couple of adjustments, get his club back on track.
You know, coaches are always tweaking and tinkering with things mid-game. Actually, sometimes they overdo it.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He wants to make sure they stay assertive and aggressive on the offensive end, saying, I don't want to sit on this lead. Let's build on it and not give them a chance of coming back. Guys?
I'll tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Butler with the ball, and it's Waiters picking him up. Here's Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 9th assist in the game now.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Now here's James. Love dishes to Waiters. James outside. That's good. LeBron's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
Yeah, and until they do, the problems inside are only going to get worse.
Here's Gasol. Rose kicks to Dunleavy. Traps in the tray.
You know, defensively, you cannot forget about him. They gave him a wide open look there.
Irving passes to James. LeBron is doubled. And the Cavaliers with possession here. Shot clock at 6. And Love has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Bulls trail by 7. Noah with a screen on Irving. Dunleavy for 3. And the Bulls another 3.
Well, after all those struggles in the first half, he has really picked it up here in the second.
James with it. The dish now to Waiters. Feeds it to Irving. Outside Irving. Baseline jumper. Chicago grabs the miss. Noah's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Gasol setting the pick for Rose.
Oh, look out! Wow.
I don't know that this is a time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
Irving with the ball. And Rose picks him up defensively. Verajao setting the pick for Irving. Now Verajao inside. Here's Waiters. Love. The second chance points on the tip in. And the Cavaliers lead by 4.
You got to love his position near the hoop, anticipating the play and getting the putback.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're losing by 4. And there's a minute 45 left here in the 4th quarter. Outside Butler. He dishes it to Gasol. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Irving's got 7 rebounds in the game.
They definitely had the advantage inside. Another big grab a moment ago.
Verajao dishes to Waiters. The drive by James. And Waiters kicks to LeBron. Pocket 6. Fades away and sinks the tough shot. And it's a 6-point Cleveland lead.
Well, he gets the fadeaway to go. I'd still rather see him go straight up with it.
Here's Rose. Soft touch off the glass. Rose has got 11 points here in just the second half.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in the second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. They're leading by 4. 107 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Irving. LeBron outside. Back to Irving. Love the pass to Irving. Love dishes to Irving. Off target from three-point range. Chicago's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Dunleavy kicks to Rose. Gasol, a screen on Irving. Rose goes in. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
I tell you what, this is the white-hot version of Derrick Rose right here.
Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
Chicago calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 20 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What do you think, guys?
Well, what do you think, Clark? Do you go for the 2 or the 3 here?
I don't think you choose one or the other ahead of time. I think you try to take what's available. You get the best shot as quickly as you can.
Balanced scoring, Clark and Steve, for them. They're moving it well.
Yeah, you love to see teams share the sugar. Everybody getting a touch, everybody enjoying an opportunity to score. It makes it a lot of fun for everybody on the court.
You know, it sounds better when you say it than watching it. Okay? I like better when you say it. Sharing the sugar.
Well,
right, Steve?
Yeah, pass the cream, too. I mean, while you're at it. I mean, this has been something to watch. I mean, just everybody getting involved.
Adossama at the line for the Bulls. 2 shots.
He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. So he comes up empty at the line. And here comes LeBron. It's stolen by Dunleavy. All going up court. Yes!
Finally fought all the way back to even the score. Back to square one. Whole new ball game.
And with a comeback like that, they've definitely got the upper hand going forward.
And the Cavaliers call time here. The drive by James. It's off.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Regulation is ended, and we're heading to overtime. From the United Center in Chicago. Back in a moment. And what great competition we're seeing so far. After 4 quarters, a stalemate. And we'll see now how these 2 teams and these few minutes of basketball pan out. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Irving and Waiters, the guards. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, at the 3 and the 4. And it's Verjao in at the 5 spot. Just 4 to shoot. Rose. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Cleveland's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. LeBron kicks to Irving. Verjao setting the pick for Irving. Back to James. Fires the 3. The rebound by Gibson.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I thought so too, Clark.
And here is Butler. Rose passes to Butler. to take the lead, and the jumper is on the mark. Butler's got the first basket here in overtime for the Bulls.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
Man, it's not necessarily strategic, Clark. It's just a matter of playing with more heart. Got to play hard, guys.
Here's James. Here's Verjao. Rebound by Butler. Butler's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Right side, Butler. Butler can't get that one to fall. Cavaliers trailing. Outside Irving. Verjao setting the pick for Irving. At the elbow, it's James. Waiters dishes to James. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Kept alive. Here's Love, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Love's got it all tied up now for the Cavs. Waiters against Butler. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Rose kicks it to Noah. Back to Rose. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. Rose has got 30.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
Now, here is Irving. The kick out to LeBron to take the lead, and that one's good. LeBron's got 31 points.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
Outside Butler. He feeds it to Rose. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Irving with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Irving passes to LeBron. Verjao with a screen on Rose. Irving, and the Cavaliers getting another bucket right there.
And Kevin, that's a really sweet stroke from Irving there.
Bulls trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively, they desperately need a basket. Are you sensing or feeling a theme here, fellas? I mean, they're taking it straight to the bucket every time down.
And why not? And that's 8 straight points in the paint for this team. They're making this a very physical battle.
Now here's Rose after LeBron James's miss. Back to Butler. Dishes it to Rose. Gibson setting the pick for Rose. Beyond the arc. No good. So Cleveland will take it the other way. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Irving dishes to LeBron. James right side. Verjao down low. He's covered by Rose. And a big play there to mute the crowd.
Yeah, that one kind of took all of the life out of him there, Kevin.
Kind of quieted the voices in here, didn't it?
Now here's Noah. He kicks it to Butler. Love grabs the board. The Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their initial 9 shots here in overtime to fall. At the elbow, it's James. And they double him up with LeBron. Irving with a clean look. Cleveland gets it back. Buries it.
He's a grinder. Love what he does under the offensive boards, really bringing energy and life to his team.
Rose kicks it to Noah. Rose attacking. Pass to Noah. The feed now to Dunley. Butler against Waiters from 13. And the Bulls with another miss.
I tell you, the defense was right there, just waiting, doing a nice job of anticipating that play.
Steve, every team needs tough interior defense to be successful.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Chicago calls timeout. They're down by 8. Cavaliers making a change here. Heinrich inside the three-point line. Yep, right through the net.
They ran that inbounds play perfectly there to get the quick hitter.
And so they foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's an 8-point game.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
That is good.
They can't seem to do anything to slow him down.
Yeah, this is a scoring clinic. I mean, he's got it going on.
And so it's Cleveland winning this one.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, congratulations on a wonderful performance. Can you tell us what goes on in your mind when you get in this kind of a rhythm like we saw in this basketball game?
It's a zone you get into, and, you know, it's kind of unexplainable, you know. And